Okay. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share how I made over this old desk and record stand and turned them into a really trendy office set. Really quick, I've recorded this video a few times and I keep stumbling over my words or just forgetting what words to say. So I typed up kind of a script. Really, it's just bulleted points. So if I keep looking down to something, that's what I'm looking at. This desk in what will now be a side table will be for my fiance Claiborne. She's in nursing school and spends a lot of time at her desk studying, so I wanted to give her office area a bit of a pick-me-up. I started with the desk. It's a pretty typical, inexpensive office desk that we actually got for free. It was near the dumpster/recycling area of our old student housing place. It's in great shape, but it needs a little bit of personality. I took it apart and cleaned it, making sure to keep track of the bolts and screws. To get this piece clean, I gave it a good dusting and then went back and forth with a magic cleaning eraser and homemade cleaning solution. The cleaning mix is just a combination of vinegar, essential oils, and a few drops of dish soap. Once all surfaces are clean, I started spray painting the body of the desk and the drawer piece. I usually try to move around whatever I'm spray painting so I can see any weird angles I might have missed. I'll also come back later and get those with the second coat. While the first coat of spray paint dries a little, I started covering the glass desktop. I used this really cool marble contact paper, and it could not have been easier. My best advice would be to remove one end of the paper and stick it down. Work your way across the surface using a squeegee or a plastic card to remove any air bubbles. If you still end up with bubbles in the end, you can just pop them with a little needle or a safety pin and just try to work the air out the best you can. Since you can see the front and back edges of the desktop, I folded over the contact paper to help with the illusion that the desktop is actually made of solid marble. As for the side edges of glass, I just slid a craft knife right up against the glass to remove any excess paper because we won't see those edges anyways. Then I went back to the base and gave it another coat before waiting a half hour or so to put the desk back together. Then I moved on to the side table. This is actually a vintage record stand that was Claiborne's dad's. We found it in the attic and there's no telling how long it's been up there. Same as the desk, I started by cleaning the piece as best I could. The magic eraser really came in handy for this piece because there was some dried on sticker residue and a little bit of rust. I gave this piece quite a few coats of spray paint because I didn't want to miss any spots. I also rotated the piece to better see any unpainted areas. Even with just the spray paint, this stand looks like something we purchased and not something we found in a dusty old attic. Once again, I covered the top with the marble contact paper, only this time it was a little trickier. I still trimmed the edges up to the metal and folded under the front and back edges, but the back had these weird kind of braces. I just tried my best to cut the contact paper right up to the edge of these bracket pieces. Since the top piece looks so thick, it looks even more like real marble than the desktop does. With all the rotating around, I actually realized that I could take those dividers out. This was super lucky because I thought the stand was going to look a little odd with the top being marble and the bottom section just being spray painted gold. So I took the dividers out and covered the bottom in more contact paper. This process was almost the same as the top, except I had to cut out little holes where the dividers stick into. Once I had the paper on, I just put the dividers back in place, and that was it. I do have to say, halfway through this project I ran out of spray paint, which was right before I started the side table. So I ended up going back to the store. I went to a different store. I got a different spray paint than the first time, and I actually ended up liking the second spray paint way better than the first. So I actually went back and repainted the body of the desk to match the side table. I honestly think this is perfect for Claiborne's office area, and we've already started getting coordinated like office supplies, and the side table will be perfect to hold our printer and then also any current textbooks that she has at the moment. All in all, this project was about $30. The contact paper was around $20, I think, and I used almost the whole roll except for like a few inches of it. The spray paint was about $4 or $5. I used 2 cans, but since I ended up going to the store for it twice, I used a coupon on both cans and I got it for even cheaper. And as I mentioned earlier, both furniture pieces were free to us, so I didn't actually have to pay for those. I've already written up a blog post for this project which includes the materials and a list of steps, and also anything that I might have forgotten to mention in the video. The link to that blog post will be in the description below, or you can just go straight to my website, christopherblakehandmade.com, and go to the blog section. Let me know what you think about this project in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe. And feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some of the other projects that I've been working on. I just refinished this really cool headboard. Again, super great deal, so I'll be sharing that video soon. Right now my main focus is to make over our bedroom as well as make over my art studio downstairs. So that's going to be kind of my focus over the next few months. I'm about a third of the way done with both, so really it's just a matter of getting organized and also finding the right pieces to kind of finish out the spaces. But anyways, I'm starting to ramble, and that's all the time I want to take from you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Come follow me on Instagram and Facebook for updates and other little things throughout the week. Bye! Okay, bye for real.